Okay, YouTube, how you doing? Today is August 4th, a Friday, 2017, and my video is about my 2006 Silverado that I did a center console swap in. And as you can see, I took the underdash out and I took the jump seat out. In order to do this, you'll have to take out both front seats first, because the jump seat is pinned underneath it. You'll need a 15mm socket for the front two bolts, and the seat has to be all the way back, and this is both sides. The front is a 15mm, and for the back two bolts is a 11mm socket. So make sure you have those two things. And I took both of my seats out and got the jump seat out of here so I could put this Yukon Denali center console in. I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, but I got the complete two-tone underneath dash and that side as well, and it goes in pretty good as long as you scoot it up properly. It'll fit right here. There won't be too much of a gap around here because there is a little lip that goes on under here. And I had to undo both of my seats on the side closest to the center console and scoot it up because my dash bezel would not fit, because I have a aftermarket stereo in here and it's just exactly the size that will fit. So had a lot of troubleshooting to do to go around that. Another thing is, my truck is the Z71. It has the 4x4, so I had to modify this little casing that goes around the 4x4. And don't do what I did and cut too short and then you can't fix it. Cut long. You do have to cut this in order to fix it, to make it fit. And this console inside here behind this gray piece is a black plastic piece. You have to cut that out in order to bend it so it will fit around the shifter. You don't want to bend your because then you'll have transmission problems. Yeah. So yeah, cut this long so it'll fit flush. Like this is flush, but this isn't. I'll just have to get me a new piece and cut it flush so it looks factory, you know. But all in all, I'm very satisfied with the outcome. Like I said, mine came out of a Yukon Denali, so it has these vents back here and the radio, which doesn't work or anything, but I did luck out and got a plus in the back here. We're actually underneath this cup holder. I can't get it out. Anyway, there's a Bose speaker system, premium Bose speaker system that came out of the Yukon Denali I got this center console out of. And I'm using it. I got it hooked up. It's a dual voice coil sub in a box down there, you know, factory GMC. I got it hooked up. It sounds really good just running off of my Pioneer dash. But you have to unhook it from the amp because the amp is not compatible if you're doing this type of center console swap in an 03 or newer Silverado. And this came out of a 2004 Yukon Denali, and I had to get these little pieces, a cup holder, this insert, and you know, a little rubber thing to go in here. And I didn't want a hole here, so I had to buy the $15 radio from the You Pull It parts. And I still have to put this cup holder in down here, but I've got all the pieces and the screws. I just haven't had time in the middle of a move. As you can see, got all my appliances, pulling them out. I figured I'd make this video real quick. Beautiful house, but we just got to move closer into town to be closer to my mom and dad. Cheaper rent, and man, this truck it's a hog on gas. It's got the 5.3 liter V8. It's a 2006 Chevy Z71 4x4 off-road package, trailer brake, all of that. Oh, and got these little switches here. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? Where are they at? Yeah, right there. Anyway, got my little switches going because I'm a contractor for the county, and as you can see, I've got pretty cool setup with the strobes. In the back, I got the same thing. And, I got them in both. The backup lights, pretty good. And then on top, I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? I got them in the third brake light as well. You can't really see them, so put it up here. Maybe you can see them. And what I did was went to Walmart and got those regular LED bulbs, 2 for $15, and I soldered wires to them to the bright output. And then I ran my wires to my box underneath my hood, and then wired it to a switch. And that's about it for my center console swap video. I hope this helps somebody, because I didn't see anything on YouTube about this specific trade out. I saw one that had a 5-speed right here, but didn't have the 4x4, and then I saw the 4x4, and there just wasn't a specific video about what I wanted to do to my truck. But trust me, by the time I got out of the junkyard, I've done it twice, and by the time I got in my truck, trust me, I was a pro. You hear me? So definitely a learning curve, and it fits great. So I hope this helps somebody, and peace on the streets.